everybody, this is Michael Zingar from All Exotic Tarot and Divination. Please check out my intro channel, that way you can learn a little bit more about me and my credentials and what I'm doing with this channel. Today I want to talk to people about how to select a good oracle deck. Let's talk about decks in general and the classifications for it. I know it's pretty loose nowadays. Basically, these are my definitions. Anything that is to be considered as a tarot deck has to have two things: a minor arcana, major arcana. The number doesn't have to matter. There can be extra cards in it. I've seen some good decks that take away cards, add suits. As long as it reflects that structure, major and minor, I consider a tarot deck. Oracle cards, the definition gets a lot looser. There's 4 categories for me. The first category would be oracle decks that are based on coffee and tea symbols. The Lenormand would be a good example of that. There's actually tea oracle decks out there. So of that structure. All right. Second classification, in my opinion, are the humanistic oracles. Kipper. I should say humanistic and the life example oracles. It could be human faces. It could be people, human archetypes, animal archetypes, tree archetypes, plant archetypes. So I guess archetypical would be an archetypical oracle. Maybe I just coined a term. Those decks are excellent for especially the human archetypical decks. They're excellent for figuring out situations where people are experiencing drama with multiplayer people. I prefer the Kipper deck for this kind of situation. The Dusty deck is kind of a mix of the two. It's another great oracle deck. All right. So there's that type of oracle. And then there's totally unique ones. I have a numerology deck that basically has shapes on it. That's a totally unique system. It's something that somebody's thought up. There isn't a precedent for it in the past. You know, it's a totally new concept. The sight cards are another one that's like that. A lot of the fortune cards are like that. So basically, that's another type. And then there's what I call affirmation cards. These are decks that have nothing bad to say about anything. It's all positive, positive, positive. I absolutely despise these cards. If you're looking for a personal pat on the back from the universe, okay, buy these decks, but don't put them in multi-card readings where you have serious divination tools and this new age fluffy pap feel good. I can't deal with reality. I need an affirmation deck. You know, like I said, personally, I'm not looking for pats on the back from the universe. Basically, quality of my life and the way things are going is affirmation enough to realize if I'm on the correct spiritual path or not, or my life path, or my destiny, for example. All right, so those are the 4 different types of oracle decks as far as I'm concerned. Okay, there's really nothing new under the sun. There's a new way to combine things, put art on it and stuff like that. Should art be a consideration on when you purchase a deck? Yes. Should it be the main consideration? Absolutely not. You do need to identify or like or not test the artwork to be comfortable with an oracle. If the art's so disgusting you don't want to look at it, it doesn't matter how good the oracle's set up. Chances are, as a human, you're going to go with the path of least resistance. If it's very troubling to use a deck because it's ugly, don't buy it. No. If you want to own it for collector speculation, that's your game. You know, but the number one main thing is for an oracle deck to have a nice balance between positive and negative cards. All right. I know there's some of you that shy away from negative cards. That is absolutely crazy. You are trying to ask life questions of something, if it doesn't have any negativity, can never give you the answer. Life isn't good all the time. Life can suck. Life is full of challenges. Life is full of problems. These problems and challenges, believe it or not, folks, are lessons in life that you're supposed to learn. It's the reason you came to this planet, is to grow spiritually. Okay? And when you don't have a deck that doesn't have negativity, doesn't mirror the aspects of human existence, how are you supposed to get the reflection of truth? I know some people read cards for a psychological thing. All the more reason to have negative cards in it. You know, some decks, like the Gypsy Witch Oracle, it's got a card that predicts people's death. Sometimes people die. I'd rather let somebody know that it's going to happen. If, say, like it's their husband, for example, for God's sakes, throw in our reading and say, these cards, this last reading said that this person could possibly die. What can be done to prevent this outcome from happening? Fate is not a straight line. Fate is a multi-branched, very intricate thing. Oracle cards, tarot cards are the best thing for chasing the different paths of fate to figure out what the correct action is to do. Okay? Think of the word divination. The core of this word is divine. What's divine? Godhead. You're trying to hold a conversation with Godhead, the creator, whatever you want to call him. In my existence, one of his names is Odomare, the owner of heaven. Owner of creation, actually. It's the proper translation for that. So basically, you're going to this thing and asking questions of it. Give it the capability to answer you truthfully. An oracle deck that doesn't have negativity in it is not worth a damn as far as for divining. If you like the art, buy it for the art. But for God's sakes, don't use it for a reading if you're going to read for yourself for a client. Because you're not being honest with you, you're not being honest with your client. So basically, it's the bones, the structure of the deck that makes the biggest thing. If you can tolerate the art and the system's incredible, you're going to like that system a lot more when you get a lot of good straight answers and your readings are 99% on. I know I'm going to get some responses about people who think that the superpower of reading and that they're psychic and they have ESP. Well, boys and girls, there's a saying in most of the indigenous cultures. I'm going to put it to you in the easiest way to translate it in English. We stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. All your psychic ability, everything that you can do, your ability to read, that comes from someone before you that lived that life and is assisting you now in the spirit world. If you don't believe me, go to a bunch of diviners and ask. Real diviners. See if I'm not right. I'd be happy to do a reading for you, tell you who it is and spell their name for you. All right, so basically the oracle systems are some of the most rewarding systems out there. They're very good. When I give a client a reading, I give them a multiple system reading most of the time. That way I can give them the mathematical probability and why all three of these things said the same thing. Kind of eliminates doubt. Please, if you're one of these people that use these affirmation decks for readings for people, that you don't believe in reading bad things in their fortune and sugarcoating everything, please stop. for people who are actually serious diviners, who actually want to help people and help them with their problems, and be straight with them and be honest with them and spend the time and work with them. Just because someone paid me $40 and I throw 9 cards down and interpret those cards doesn't mean that reading's complete. You got to help that person. It's your obligated right if you call yourself any kind of a professional. I know a lot of people out there get taken for a ride. They charge by the minute and stuff like that. How unethical. I can't believe you. How do you sleep at night? So basically, if you're looking for an oracle deck for yourself, make sure it reflects life. If you're not doing that, why are you even reading these cards? And you people that don't read reverses, okay, and a card falls reverse and that's basically divine province. You know, that's the spirits made that card. You shuffled them crazy. It's all random as hell. And you think had the authority to actually flip that card over and read it the right side up? That's pretty brash of you. You know, to think that you're better than God and all the spirits in the world. You know, and if you're doing it because you don't like to read shadow, go see my shadow video. Shame on you. All right, folks. You have the ability to be more spiritual, be more psychic. God has given you the gift. All you need to do is be honest with yourself and work, and get that gift out of there. Don't second guess yourself. Go with the first meaning that comes to you. Take the time to actually learn what those cards mean. Don't just look at symbols and guess and go, oh, it's my intuition. You know, it's not going to hurt to work with that white book. Learn the actual deck. If you want to practice, do your intuitive reading, then go back in the book and check it. You want to get good at predicting the future? Watch a TV show. Get the core characters. Get a question about the plot. Do a reading. Get what the plot will be in the future. See if it matches up. You keep doing that, you're going to be a damn good spot-on diviner. But don't be too proud to appeal to God, to be able to spirits or whatever you believe in, you know? And don't kid yourself. You're decorating your area with a bunch of things from nature. Those spirits are helping you. All right? All right. If you like this video, dislike this video, go ahead and do it. If you want to argue with me, good luck. I'm pretty set in my ways. I've been a diviner for a long time. I'm 45 years old. All right? I've talked to more wise men. I've read more books. I've done more research. I've had more teachers than you can shake a stick at. So, basically, you can do it too. Keep at it. Buy tools that are effective that you can use. Don't buy them because they look pretty. All right. Thank you, everybody, and Eshe.